Hello again. Today I'm at Neeta Creek Falls here, and beautiful set of falls. There's about 3 sets of falls that go up all the way up, probably maybe 500 feet or so, and just a gorgeous set of falls here. But one of the problems with shooting here and trying to get a shot of the falls is getting back far enough to be able to capture the next set of falls up above, and never been able to do that because they got all these alders in the way here. So back to where by my truck there you can get a nice shot, but they get all the alders in the way. So so this shot here, what I want to do is I want to get this part of the falls, the bottom part here, and I'll do a vertical shot trying to capture this part, but I really need to throw something in the foreground here. And if you look down around here, there's not a lot of foreground you can add. I got a bunch of logs over there. So what I'm thinking of doing here is, what I'm going to do is down here where the a little bit of water here, I'm thinking about getting down in there, setting up the camera fairly low to the water, and I'm going to maybe catch some of those ferns there off the side and kind of shoot this way up towards the falls, but back far enough, and see if I can get maybe some type of foreground in there. Other than that, there's not a lot here. I'll use my 16-35 and see what I can get. It's kind of some interesting, I'll try and show you here, interesting icicles starting to form here. So anyways, I'm going to get down into the water here and see what we can do. So I've set up below the waterfall here, and I was originally going to try and get a shot over by these ferns here looking up, but it's just too tight, and the waterfall itself also causes a breeze from the water coming down. So if you want to catch a shot with a little bit of a longer exposure, and your shutter's in around 1/4 of a second or more, the leaves are just going to be moving around and it's just going to look all blurry. So I'm going to try and not focus on that, but basically focus on the rocks down here. And so I've set it up vertically. I'm going to take 2 shots, and I'll take one on the left-hand side of the waterfall and the other side of just over on the other side. What I want to do is I'll put those 2 pictures together to make a 2-shot panorama. Not even worried about up top there because I'm just not going to get any part of the shot. So it's mostly catching this part of the rocks down here and the waterfall itself. So I think it might turn out right. So I've got the camera set up. Looks like I got it for an f11, and I moved the ISO up to 800 because the shutter speed at it's so dark out. I'm at 1/4 of a second here. Yeah, I'm at like 1/4 of a second. So if I go any longer than that, then those leaves over there on the other side are going to show some movement. What I think I might do here is, there's a way around this when you get something like this where you got some leaves moving around, and the speed of the water really sets your speed too. If the water's moving really fast, then you got to speed up your shutter speed as well. If it's a slow moving water, well then you can go in around 1 second, you know, those type of things. Anyways, so I got really fast moving water, and I got some leaves that are moving on the other side. So actually, what I think I'll do is, as I take one shot, then what I'll do is I'll bump up the ISO, and but leave all the settings as they are, other than the ISO, and I'll crank the ISO up, and that'll speed up the shutter speed, and I'll catch another shot, the exact same shot, and blend that over top of the other one. I can just kind of blend it in. So you got one shot where the leaves are dead still, and then another one where it's, you know, you got a motion, it's a quarter of a second. I'm sure there's going to be some movement. So I can feather those in, blend them in with a mask, and it should be all right. So let's see how we go.